Good afternoon and welcome to our virtual JETC attendee orientation and training. This is Ann McLeod, Director of Meetings, Membership, and Business Development at the SAME National Office. I hope everyone is having a great afternoon. And if it's still morning, you're in Alaska or Hawaii, in which case I would say I wouldn't mind being there with you. We are also supported today by Steve Drake, who is with eShow, our vendor partner, who helps us do our website registration and is helping us produce all of our virtual sessions. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for registering for JETC. We look forward to a great experience with you. We know this is a whole new thing. So thanks for hanging in there with us. We hope all of you are safe and healthy at home. So our virtual environment does give you the opportunity to interact with each other and our speakers. And we just want to remind you that SAME is committed to providing a safe and welcoming experience for everyone. And we thank you for adhering to our code of conduct and remaining professional and respectful in all virtual environments. So some housekeeping notes and tips today. Audio is broadcast through your computer speakers. Hopefully all of you are able to hear me now. When you entered the webinar, you saw a big play button, and if you hit play, all should be well. During the presentation, everyone is in a listen-only mode. You are all muted. And we encourage you to use the chat and Q&A functionality here within the big marker platform. If you have any technical issues, do submit them through the chat function. You can also send some general greetings to other folks. Under the chat tab, you should see something that says private, and then you would see the list of all of the attendees who are in the session. And if you click on their name, you should be able to send them a private message. If you are into tweeting, you can connect your Twitter account with big marker under the chat tab, so definitely do that. If you have any questions at all today for me or next week during the sessions, please submit those through the Q&A tab. Please try not to put them in the chat tab, although we will have staff who will be monitoring the chat and moving anything that's put into the chat that's really for a speaker over to the Q&A section. We've got a cool feature in the Q&A that allows you to upvote other people's questions. And this gives our moderators a feel for knowing which questions are at the top of mind of most of our attendees. So definitely encourage you to use that feature, and maybe someone out there in the audience can submit a question in the Q&A tab, and then other people can upvote it. Presentations, if any, are in the handouts tab that you see there. And we are recording this session for future viewing, and we will place it on the JETC website. So we at SAME, of course, want to make sure that you have a great experience. So we do have two members of the SAME National Office team who is supporting every session throughout the JETC to monitor the chat, to monitor the Q&A. There is a help desk available as well if you're having any trouble connecting. If you're here with us today, I trust that means that you are all set. We appreciate you making sure that you are prepared ahead of time. But we've got these different methods that you can reach out to us if you need any help during the conference next week. And the thing I do want to stress is to prepare for the VJETC prior to next week. You want to select the sessions in which you want to participate, and you can change your sessions up to 30 minutes prior to the session begins. We will do a quick tutorial of our Attendee Service Center to show you how all of that works. During VJETC, you are going to access your sessions through the Attendee Service Center. You will not receive an email with links to the sessions. You have to log in to the Attendee Service Center to access the sessions that you want. And you can join the sessions about 15 minutes prior to the session start. If you're with us today, you saw the process that happens prior to getting into the webinar. So some other useful information, all of our presentations, again, you can access it in the handouts section right here on the Big Marker platform, and we will also post presentations on the JETC website on the sessions page, as we traditionally do for all of our conferences. All of our sessions will be recorded. These recordings can be accessed through the Attendee Service Center on the JETC website. You do have to log in to the Attendee Service Center to access them. You will only have access to the recordings that you purchased. So for example, if you purchased a one-track registration, and let's just say you chose the environmental track, you will not have access to the recordings in the architecture or engineering track or the leadership track and whatnot. If you decide later on that you regret your decision, we are happy to upgrade your registration so you're able to access the recordings of the other sessions. PDHs are available for all of our sessions except for the general session, and the transcripts will be generated by our website. And you can get the transcripts and the certificates through the Attendee Service Center. The transcript should be available in about a week after virtual JETC. And of course, since this isn't over yet, I haven't been able to test it, but my understanding, for example, when you listen to a recording, let's say in a month from now, when you exit the recording, I believe the certificate will be automatically generated for you, that you would have a certificate as soon as you complete something. So let's move on. I am going to give you a quick demo of the JETC website and the Attendee Service Center. So I've noticed a couple people are having some audio issues. Hopefully you have been able to correct that. And if not, we suggest that you perhaps log out and then log back in. So here we are on the JETC website, and I have clicked on the Service Center's link here in this gray toolbar and come to the Service Centers page. I'm going to click on the Attendee Service Center, and I logged in earlier, and so I see the Welcome to the Attendee Service Center page. So to select your sessions, you will click on Session Selection. And as I have already selected a couple of sessions, those are showing right here. If I want to change my sessions, I'm going to click on Edit Education Session. And a new window pops up, and I'm seeing that is not being shared with you. So let's see here if I can fix that. Nope. Okay. Here we go. So you can see now that I got the pop-up with the education selections. This window shows all of the sessions throughout virtual JETC. You can click on a session name to see the description of the presentation, the learning objectives, and all of the speakers who are in this session. I'm simply going to tick that box to add it to my list. I'll add a couple more. And just always remember, scroll all the way down and hit submit. That is going to save. And I've come back to my session selection page. As you can see, it has refreshed to add all of the other sessions that I have chosen. When it comes to virtual JETC and time for you to log in, you are now going to click on Attendee Webinar Entrance. I'm clicking that right now. And as you can see, again, I have my sessions listed by day and time. What will appear on this page is a button that will say Access Webinar. And you will click on that button and it will take you right in to the entrance of the webinar, nothing else that you need to do there. So those are the two pages that I want to call your main attention to in the Attendee Service Center: Session Selection and Attendee Webinar Entrance. You can see on the Attendee Webinar Entrance page, there is a calendar button here. If you want to add it to your Outlook calendar, you can do that. Highly recommend that you add those sessions. I know I certainly live and die by my calendar. Don't remember anything unless I get that reminder. So definitely use that helpful feature. Also in the Attendee Service Center, as always, you can find the list of all persons who have been registered for JETC. Excuse me. And right here at the bottom, you will see the attendee list is right there, and you can download it from there. So if you would like to look at all of the sessions in JETC in a different way, you can visit our sessions page. Just click on sessions here in the top navigation bar. And you see, again, this will default to listing all of the sessions throughout JETC. You can click here on the search and filter to find a session by a certain speaker. And you will see I searched for John Mogi, and he is speaking on Thursday the 28th at 2:30. If I want to search only for a track, just remember to first clear your previous search. Then you can search just by track. As you can see, the list has gotten shorter, and those are the sessions in that track. Let me clear that. And you can also filter by day. So this is a helpful tool, easy way to scan through all of our sessions before you tackle your session selection within the Attendee Service Center. And don't forget to visit our virtual exhibit hall. You will see our exhibit list here. If you click on search, you can search for all of the great sustaining member companies who are supporting virtual JETC in a number of different ways. And we are having a great contest of a trivia contest, circa scavenger hunt. We will be publishing the contest later this week. And if you complete the contest, you could win 100,000 Marriott points. So we make it easier for you to travel again when we can travel again, and we are really looking forward to that. So we are going to go back to the slides, and we did our demo of the website. And don't forget our apps. We do have an SAME app that is now available in your app store. If you already have the app from a previous conference, you need to click on Start and then Events and click on JETC 2020 to reload it. Apple users, I know it's annoying, but sometimes it is best to delete the app and then re-download it. I know even though I work here, I have to do that every time. So the app helps you easily search exhibitors, sessions, and speakers while you are on the couch and re-watching Tiger King. You can also be planning your professional development. So definitely do that. And we also suggest that you download the Big Marker app if you want to view sessions from your mobile device. If you're in the SAME app and try to access the sessions, it should automatically launch the Big Marker app to do this. And we'll make sure we put some more instructions on the website about that. And so that covers the high points of what we wanted to go over today. And it is time to review the questions that you have submitted. So I am going to do that. Let's see. Works great on my home computer. Fabulous. So glad to hear that. Will we be able to get these slides to share with others at our office who could not participate today? We are recording this session. We will make sure that we post it on the JETC website, and we do have additional training and orientation sessions this week. So if someone missed this today, they can join us at another session this week, or again, they can listen to the recording. So that is a great question. Someone said, I did not get the icon to add to my calendar. So I'm going to just revisit that. Basically, you need to do that within the Attendee Service Center. And the calendar icon appears only on the Attendee webinar entrance page. It does not appear on your session selection page, as you can see. So if you want to download that to your calendar, go to the Attendee webinar entrance page in order to do that. Also, there is functionality in our app that lets you do that. In the app settings, you can have it be able to download to your calendar. Okay, Robert says, I found it. Wonderful. Glad to hear it. All right, great. Well, let's see. We've got a question here. Oh, that question was asked in the chat as well. So if that covers everything, if there are no other questions, thank you so much for joining us today. We appreciate your diligence in making sure that you are going to be all set for next week. We appreciate it. Tell your friends, tell your colleagues, and we greatly look forward to seeing you online next week at VJETC. In between now and then, do not hesitate to reach out to us at registration@same.org for any of your questions at all. Have a great afternoon. Thanks again for registering for VJETC. This is Ann McLeod signing off from Alexandria, Virginia. Bye-bye.